Hi there. Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ. I hope you are well as always. I hope you are in high spirits. I'm really happy to have you here. Today I am inviting you to a little different reading. It's not going to be just a tarot reading, but we will do some numerology review because we have a beautiful date today, the May 5th. So we have that 5-5 portal. So we will look into the numerology aspects of that date. We will also look into the Hierophant card from the Major Arcana. You can see it on the table already because this card is number 5. And the energies that this card carries, brings, beautifully add up to the numerology message of the 5-5 portal. So we will look into that. And then at the end, we will pull some additional oracle cards just to see what additional messages the universe wants to share with us. Okay, so there are timestamps in the description box below should you wish to jump around the reading. And with that said, let's get straight to it. And as I said, we will start with numerology review. So let's start with number 5 first. So the best known meaning of number 5 is change, right? And change often raises fear in us. But let's not forget that changes are also and very often positive, right? Changes are inevitable in our life and they are absolutely needed for our progress and our growth. And yes, while they are often unpleasant at first, we need to trust that they are happening for good reasons. Change may disrupt our life at times, but they are not here to destroy it. Okay, so don't be afraid to leave your comfort zone, to move to something bigger and better, because it's time for that change. Now, as a master number, 55 tells us to stay positive and maintain a good, healthy attitude towards life. Okay? It's time to let go of any old that is no longer positively serving us. It's about releasing old fears, doubts, any perceived obstacles. It may be about releasing energies and perhaps even people from our life, right? But look forward to new wonderful opportunities that are coming. Be positive about the new entering your life. Keep an open mind and an open heart. That will help you stay positive towards the new. And new may be unknown often, right? Even though the reason for changes or change may not be clear to you yet, remember that everything happens for a reason. So trust that everything will fall into place in your life when it is meant to and how it is meant to fall into that place. Trust that things will unfold in the way that is best for you, for your highest good. You know, changes come to help us break free from those old restraints, from like shackles, okay? To help us freely pursue our happiness. And remember to be true to yourself, to live your life with passion and with purpose. You know, the energies are building up to force that much needed changes. Oftentimes when we don't initiate changes, we are forced to enter a time of change, right? The universe is pushing us to those changes. And yes, they may be unexpected, but trust they will bring in positive energies, positive chances and opportunities. Those current changes are here to really catapult us along on our path. Those changes are life lessons that we learn through experience, okay? So be flexible and learn the dance of change, because as I said, change is inevitable and is really one of the few things we can be certain of in life, right? That things constantly change. So let's see how this adds up or how it blends with the Hierophant message. As I said, the Hierophant is number 5 in Major Arcana. The spiritual advisor, the inner teacher. Okay, so what the Hierophant says is, you know, there are times in our life when we may feel lost. We may feel off-center, disconnected. We may feel lost in the, maze of life, right? And especially when we are facing unexpected, sudden changes. We may be uncertain how to go about them, okay? And that's where the Hierophant comes and advises us to seek the wisdom of the Hierophant. He's that spiritual advisor. He's able to reveal the sacred information and hence help us reconnect with our soul or our soul self. Okay. You know, the Hierophant is the enlightened one, to whom people can come for guidance. So it may be like a priest, a spiritual teacher. Sometimes I see the Hierophant even as a scientist, right? Because the Hierophant is the one who has access to that secret knowledge. You can see in this card, this crow is two-headed, and one head is facing up and one is facing down, right? Because he's the one connecting the heavenly and the earthly. Okay. So we can come to this energy of the Hierophant for guidance. He's that bridge between the spirit and the man, the heavenly and the earthly, and shines that spiritual knowledge. Okay. The Hierophant is our inner voice, okay, or inner feeling that calls us to practice our spiritual values in everyday life, like to make them a part of our everyday life. If you quiet yourself, if you listen, you can hear the Hierophant's lessons, okay? If you quiet yourself and listen. This card indicates, a need or desire to discover the divine within. And for a lot of us, that is the change that is happening with the 5-5 portal. It's about discovering the divine and also discovering and seeing the divine in everything, in our everyday life. This card inspires us to walk our spiritual talk, okay, and practice our personal religion with integrity and authenticity. And I said earlier, be true to yourself, right? Live your life with passion and purpose. The Hierophant encourages us to trust our intuition, to see the divine in all things in life. So he's the one channeling the cosmic knowledge to us, to you, to help you blend and balance your inner self with your outer world. Okay. The Hierophant is asking what is spiritually true to your soul and your heart, and what is not. And when you answer that question, it will be easier for you to follow what is true to your heart and soul. The Hierophant can assist or assists in rebalancing our life and our life's values and ideals. Okay, when we are feeling lost, as I said at the beginning, or like off center, quiet yourself and listen to the inner guidance. Meditate, pray, maybe just spend time in nature, right? And listen to that inner wisdom. It is your own inner wisdom that will be awakened in that moment when you're channeling the divine, right? Bringing you back to your soul self and your life purpose. You know, when the Hierophant appears, it may be the time when we are questioning our spiritual values. Well, it happens sometimes, right? There may be a need to seek spiritual guidance, perhaps from friends, from counselors, from, as I said, it may be like a priest or some kind of a spiritual teacher that can help you get back on that spiritual track, okay? For some of us, the change is that we are turning into the Hierophants. We are becoming those teachers, counselors, spiritual advisors to others. Okay, so it's also about stepping up to that role of the Hierophant to share the knowledge that we gained through our life, through our experiences, and through the changes that we have been going through. And this card reminds us to, again, listen to our inner self, find our spiritual courage, and to keep seeking for a true destined path and life purpose. So follow your spiritual path. It will take you straight to your heart and soul, okay? It will help you open to spirit. It will help you gather wisdom and knowledge. And then you will be able to return to your physical world, not only blessed with that knowledge, but being able to share it with others. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. The Hierophant is is the energy of being committed to continuous self-development. And it may be happening through traditional education. That's why the Hierophant or the priest, because, in previous centuries, really the education was available primarily to royalty and priests, right? So the development and growth may happen through traditional education, but it's also about exploring. It's about, traveling, gathering experiences, looking around, meditating, connecting to that spiritual as well, and hence widening our wisdom, our knowledge, and our spiritual understanding. So that is a beautiful message, and I really like that energy of the Hierophant being the bridge between the heavenly and the earthly. It's like the intersection of heaven and earth, which tells us that, you probably heard when we say as on earth, so in heaven, right? It's like this intersection of heaven and earth is available to us not only when there's like a 5-5 portal or when the Hierophant card shows up in the reading. That intersection is really available to us at all times, if we just allow ourselves to visit that place. Okay, so let's close the reading off with the Inner Star Oracle, and let's see what other messages the universe wants to share with us. What is it that the universe wants to share with us on that May 5th reading? And obviously this message is not only relevant today. Let's see, what do we have? Be enchanted. So it's bringing a little magic vibe into the reading, right? Let's read the message from the guidebook. At times we need to lift our heads and hearts up from our worries, our daily routines, and the stories that we've been telling ourselves about the world. Take a break, breathe deeply and look around you. Really notice what is happening to and for you. Feel into the magic of life and all of the offerings the universe created just for you. See how everything you come into contact with is connected with the divine. That's exactly what the Hierophant said. See the divine in all things, right? See how everything you come into contact with is connected with the divine. Look beyond what you think is your reality, to the infinite realms that exist, which play and create for your pure delight. And the affirmation from this card is, I embrace every moment as I am invited to dance and play with the divine and see life for the amazing journey it is. I embrace every moment as I am invited to dance and play with the divine. And I said earlier, learn the dance of change, be playful with it, be adventurous about changes, even if they seem or feel unexpected and like an upheaval. See life for the amazing journey it is. It will always be full of changes. Otherwise, if you're stagnant in the same place and nothing changes, that's not a journey, right? So let me leave it there. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that those messages were inspiring for you, that you found bits and pieces that resonated with you. As always, please take care of yourself. If you happen to enjoy the reading, I am warmly inviting you to leave a like, comment, to subscribe. It's a great pleasure to have you here and to be doing those readings for you, and I hope that you enjoy them as much as I do. And with that said, I hope to see you soon. Bye.